Welcome back to a new video. In this video we are going to talk about chunking in LangChain. We are going to talk about what is chunking, why we use it, and when it's useful. Let's start coding. I'm in VS Code screen right now. You can use anything that you want. You can use Spider, Google Colab, or PyCharm. It's up to you, it doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this welcome page and I'm going to create a notebook file such as, let's say, chunking for its name. And in this Jupyter notebook, I'm going to select my kernel, Python 3.11.4, and I'm going to import LangChain at the start for showing you the LangChain version that I'm using, because sometimes libraries change with updates, like the codes are, and the codes working behind the codes can change, and something is tutorial maybe won't work in your own computer. So for blocking that situation, I show my library version at the start of every video. Also, I can show you from here. LangChain, I have the 0 to 12 as the LangChain version. How you can install my version is you can say pip install LangChain equals 0 to 12 in Windows, and pip3 install LangChain 0 to 12 in Mac, like from terminal. So after this, we can start to talk about chunking. So chunking is the process of splitting large text into smaller, manageable pieces or chunks. So let's say you have a string, like a really big string, and you have the parts A, B, C, D, A. Our example is going to be about the cities, and think it like that. Imagine that you are living in a country and these parts are the country city explanations, like A city, B city, C city, D city, E city. In chunking, what we are going to do is we are going to break up this text, like we are going to take A differently, B differently, C differently, D differently, and E differently. So this is useful in many applications, such as text analysis or preparing data for machine learning models. In this tutorial, we will use LangChain's chunking functionality to split a long string about Turkey, the country where I am living, and its tourism cities into smaller chunks. So for that, at the start, we are going to import recursive character text splitter. So we are going to say from LangChain that text splitter import recursive character text splitter, and then we are going to create a long string about Turkey, and let's say Turkey string. We can write it like that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy paste because I don't want to take too much time of yours in this video. I'm just going to read it. I don't want to write in the video because it's going to take too much time in that way. So I'm going to take my text quickly and then I'm going to paste it like that, and let's read it quickly. Turkey is a country located at a crossroads of Europe and Asia. It is renowned for its rich cultural heritage, historical sites, and beautiful landscapes. So this is going to be a chunk, for example. One of the most famous cities in Turkey is Istanbul, known for its historic sites like the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the Topkapı Place. Istanbul is a city that straddles two continents and has a unique blend of Eastern and Western cultures. Another prominent city is Ankara, the capital of Turkey. Ankara is known for its modern architecture and important governmental institutions. It's also home to the Anıtkabir, the mausoleum of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of the Republic of Turkey. Izmir is a major city on Turkey's Aegean coast, known for its vibrant nightlife and historical ruins, such as the ancient city of Empeios nearby. Antalya is a popular resort city on the Mediterranean coast. It's known for its beautiful beaches, luxury resorts, and the old town area, Kaleiçi, with its narrow cobblestone streets and historic Ottoman architecture. Cappadocia is famous for its unique rock formations and hot air balloon rides. It has a fascinating landscape formed by volcanic activity and erosion, with cave dwelling and fairy chimneys that attract tourists from all over the world. In summary, Turkey offers a diverse range of attractions, from ancient ruins and vibrant city life to beautiful natural landscapes and historical sites. So this is going to be our string. Great. So I'm going to make it run like this, and now we are going to initialize the recursive character text splitter. So it's going to handle the chunking of our text. So we will say splitter, and it's going to be recursive character text splitter, and I will give chunk size as 300. It means maximum size of each chunk, and the chunk overlap is going to be 50, and this means number of overlapping characters. And next, by the way, you can change these values according to the context or the text you have. Now we are going to perform the chunking. For that we will say chunks, and it's going to be splitter.split text, and we will give the Turkey string. So it completed, and we can check the length of the chunks, and we are going to have 7. And let's see our first chunk. So it's the first one in here. Great. So our chunking operation is completed, and let's check for the, for example, fifth one, Cappadocia. Okay, it seems great. Let's print each chunk. So I will say for e and chunk in enumerate chunks, I will say print f string chunk, and I will say index plus 1, and I will do that. Then I'm going to print chunk, and I will do print, for jumping to a new line, and I will do equal sign multiplied by, let's say, 50. So this is going to be our like bracket, like it's going to show 50 equal signs together, which is going to seem like a splitter. So I will say this again, and I'm going to paste it. So you can see the equal signs in here. You can do like 70, and you are going to have a longer one. And we have the chunk 1, chunk 2, chunk 3, chunk 4, chunk 5, chunk 6, and chunk 7. So it's working really good. So why do we use chunking? Because it's efficient. It reduces the computational load by managing smaller segments of text. For example, if I'm wondering about Antalya, it's enough for me to read this chunk 5. I don't need to look other than. So how we can find the best chunk according to your context is you can use techniques like semantic search, and I have a tutorial on that on my channel. You can check that from the AI and LangChain playlist I have. So another reason is improved accuracy, and it enhances the accuracy of text processing tasks by handling smaller contextually relevant chunks, and also it's scalable. It facilitates the processing of large documents and datasets in a scalable manner. So let's talk about what we did in this video, and then we can finish our tutorial. So I showed you my LangChain version, and I showed you what we are going to do quickly, and then I imported recursive character text splitter from LangChain.textSplitter, and I created the example text about Turkey, and then I initialized the recursive character text splitter with chunk size 300 and chunk overlap 50. Then I used the split text function on my string, and then I checked the length of it, and then we printed the chunks. So that was it for our tutorial. Thanks for watching this tutorial on chunking. I'm sharing new data science videos every week on my channel. You can subscribe for more videos like that. I have a playlist about LangChain and AI tutorials. You can reach that playlist from the cards of this video. Have a great day.